Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub, Pub Sports Radio. It's Wednesday, April 20th. Ian Cameron, Skee Profit, Dutch Boy Fresh, Trot Wham. 3 games in NBA playoff action tonight. We were saying before the show, weird, they're all Eastern Conference games. It's bizarre schedule tonight. Not a single West first-round matchup tonight is playing. It's all East, Brooklyn, Boston, Philly, Toronto, Chicago, Milwaukee in action tonight. But it is what it is. Let's get to it. Brooklyn and Boston, game 2 of this first round series. It was the best game one of any game one in the first round. We thought this could be maybe the best series of any series in the first round, and it delivered. It was a phenomenal game one. We'll see what they have in store for an encore. Nets Celtics. Boston 3.5-point home favorites, 226 the total, pretty much across the board. I'm going to let you guys probably talk more about this game because I don't have a strong thought on it. I came up short backing the Celtics in game one. I don't know if I want to lay 3.5 with them in game two, knowing that, Brooklyn lost game one, a heartbreaker at the end. Kyrie led them back with a great fourth quarter. You feel the crowd basically kind of fueling him on, giving him the gears the whole game. And he kind of rode that to a terrific fourth quarter. He's really the single-handed reason that Brooklyn got back from that double-digit deficit. Didn't make me too happy after laying the points with Boston there, but Boston survived. They get the game-winning layup from Tatum. A beautiful passing play as well by Smart to find him to get that victory at the end at the buzzer. So it's kind of a tough spot here where you've got Boston winning game one. Although that game was down to the wire, it's got to feel maybe this is one of those series you take points with the underdog, and you're probably going to do well. Just I think when this series gets back to Brooklyn, I'm definitely going to be looking to bet Boston, because you're going to get better numbers with them. We know Brooklyn struggles at the house all year. ATS, they've been miserable there. So I'm going to stay off tonight. I'm going to hope Brooklyn actually maybe wins the game tonight and ties the series up. And even if they don't, I'd be much rather interested in taking Boston on the road in game 3 and in game 4. They're a good road team. Brooklyn struggled at home all year. And I think you're going to get obviously a better number with the Celtics when they're on the road for game 3 and game 4. So I'm off the game from a side perspective. I still think there's offensive advantages for both teams. I took over in game 1. I leaned that way in game 2, but I also think there's a part of me that thinks there's going to be some tightening up on the defensive end as well. So it's just a game side and total. I'm passing. It's a rare playoff backwood. I'm going to bring it up on the screen. Show's not here. There it is. It's an exotic playoff backwood. It has to be said, because this game, if it's anything like game 1, it's going to be another phenomenal playoff basketball game. Skee, what do you think here? Game 2, Brooklyn, Boston.
Yeah, that was exotic. That was real exotic from Bobano.
It ain't no backwood, I tell you that.
I think, the first thing I got to say is the Nets. Everybody played good except for KD. They shot like 50-something% from the field, 46% from 3. I don't know how much better you can do than that, but KD, he was like 9 for 23, I think, from the field, 9 for 24 from the field. He got 23 points. He's the kind of guy in the playoffs, you're not going to get that kind of game 2 times in a row. So I like Kevin Durant points over 30.5 tonight. And other than that, I agree with kind of what you said, Bobano. It's tough to lay in this series just because I think it'll be a close game either way. But I just have a feeling, Celtics get the job done at the house. So maybe I'll lean that way for right now. And as far as the total, neither team has been able to stop each other the past, 5, maybe even 6 times they've played. They've all gone over the total. I just think the way they match up, offense wins. So I'll be going over the total in this one. I don't understand why it's going down.
I don't think Brooklyn can rely on their defense in this series. I think Steve Nash probably knows this too. They got to outscore Boston. They just got to keep piling up points and hope at the end of the game they got more than Boston. That's their method to win this series, because I don't think they're going to do much to stop Boston inside, outside. They just defensively, that's just never been there for Brooklyn. We saw it at the end of the game. I mean, they needed to stop to win game 1. They couldn't get it. That's Brooklyn right there. Dutch, what do you think here? Brooklyn, Boston.
Yeah, man. Real quick, salute to the ladies, gents, and DJs for tuning in. You already know it's all love. Hey, be sure to hit that motherfucking like button like I just hit that playing the Super Soap. and get you right where you need to be. Yes, big shout out to Mr. Steph Brosco. I see you, my man. Lucky Power, Jay Wills, Nets Bets, G Martinez, everybody in the chat, JB Brown. Big salutes up to you guys. Share the video if you would, and of course, smash the motherfucking like button, bro. But yeah, this game, man, I like Boston here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't locked it in yet because I'm waiting to get that motherfucking 3. It's now down to 3.5 with good solid juice now. We might be at the 3.5, and we'll take it. You know, I can't go ski line on this bitch because I can't do 165, 170. If it continues to drop, maybe ski that bitch. But Boston gonna win this game, man. Ski did touch on it. He said that they shot they shoot 54% from the field, 46 from 3. They ain't doing that again, man. Brooklyn ain't doing that again. And Kyrie played out of his fucking mind. 39 points, 13 to 20 from the field. They did get 30 points production from the bench, which is pretty solid for them, especially the guys that they're throwing out there. I mean, they have no defense, really. They're relying on Dragic and Patty Mills coming out there. These guys have to be exploited. I mean, you got Bruce Brown, 6'4", playing power fucking forward half the time. They're too fucking small for JB, for Tatum, for Smart, for everybody on this court. The starting 5, besides Theis, had 20 points plus. I don't see how what changes, honestly. I expect them to continue to hit him on the boards, plus 14 in rebounds in game 1, plus 9 on the offense. They only got 13 fucking bench points from the Boston Celtics. Pritchard, all these cats, White. Nobody showed up on the bench. That's not going to happen in game 2 because we know Brooklyn ain't going to be in their way. So maybe game 1, little playoff jitters. A little. Maybe I expect the role players, the bench players, to play an awful lot better. Grant Williams. I expect them to play a lot better in game 2. They did have plus 24 points in the paint, 56 points in the paint the Boston Celtics had. What's going to change tonight? I mean, I don't see it changing. There's nothing what are they going to bring? LaMarcus Aldridge out the bitch, Blake Griffin, and the shit's just going to change? It's not going to happen. The whole fucking team is soft. It is what it is. Can they score? Absolutely. Will KD have a better game? Most fucking likely. But is Kyrie going to go 12 for 20 and drop 39? I know. I expect Marcus Smart to have a little bit better defensive effort on him. And don't let this motherfucker walk in to 25-foot threes. I know they're deep, but that's not a tough shot for Kyrie if he's wide the fuck open. Don't let him start feeling himself. I do expect a better game from from KD, excuse me. But Boston will win this game. Don't make me sweat these motherfucking points. I will lay the 3.5. Give me the 3, hopefully. But yeah, man, Boston got to handle business at the house. And then I think Ben Simmons will come back, and we'll talk. This series could be changing here if Ben Simmons is any but of Ben Simmons is what he is. I'm getting a little scary at this. I ain't gonna lie. I would be lying if I wasn't tripping a little bit. Ben might be walking through that door sooner than we think, and it could change definitely this series. I do believe that.
Yeah, he'll walk through that door, and then he'll be going right back out that door 5 minutes after the next back strain, after the next freaking ankle pull or some shit. I don't trust that guy to stay healthy. And even if he is on the floor, is that jump shot any better? Are you going to make any free throws once in my lifetime? You going to do any of that? I don't know. I don't buy into it. I don't buy into him being a series changer if he ends up returning at any point for the Brooklyn.
If he's healthy and gives them 25 plus minutes, he could change the series. Absolutely.
Defensively,
but,
he can.
Yeah,
I will. I can't defensively there. Defensively,
he can run the point too. The kid's got vision. The kid's got vision. He just was a little. I mean, after what I get you, Bobano, after what we've seen last year, so I can't really argue it. And then the way he's been sitting out the whole fucking year, I don't really want to be back and going against you with this. But 25 plus minutes, and if he's healthy, he will change the series, I believe.
Yeah. That's the good news for Brooklyn if he comes back. The bad news for Brooklyn is that every time Brooklyn's got the ball, it's going to be 5-on-4 defensively for Boston. You just take that guy out. You don't have to worry about anything he's going to do at that end of the floor. What do you think here, Wham, with Nets and Celtics?
Yeah, I think you guys said a lot, man. You got a lot what I think as well. I think Boston is obviously the better team, even without Robert Williams. It seemed like they were talking all this without Robert Williams shit. You know what I mean? My boy only had 5 points, Bruce Brown. They were really looking like they were attacking, making sure he was not trying to score, like not even get good looks at all as well. So Bruce Brown, that under it went way under last game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's under 11.5 again today. Nothing I did bet there. I just thought that was funny to mention. But as far as this game, though, what I do like Boston here. I got the Nets shirt on. I know it's just I don't got no Boston shit as I shouldn't. I'm a Laker fan. You feel me? It's only right. But as far as the Boston game, though, man, I think that they are the better team. They showed in the rebounding. They shot terrible. They can only shoot better from here, and I believe that it gets a little bit more of a even scale with the Nets. They shot crazy last game, like you guys mentioned. So I think it does even out for them to cover this game, and I like the -3 with Boston.
Wham liking Boston here to get the 2-0 series lead. I'm definitely going to be looking to bet Boston game 3, game 4. Like I said, you're going to get better numbers. They're a good road team, and Brooklyn's not great ATS at the house all year. Next up, we've got another, well, they're all Eastern Conference tonight. Game 3, it's weird. We got game 2, Brooklyn, Boston. These guys are already on to game 3. Philadelphia and Toronto in Toronto, an hour just east of me. Game 3 at the Scotiabank Arena. We've got the Sixers up 2-0 in the series, but we have Toronto here, actually just 2-point home underdogs. Philly 1.5, 2-point road favorites, 216.5 the total. Scotty Barnes actually might play tonight for the Toronto Raptors. He was at shoot around this morning. They were monitoring that ankle mobility. Could he put pressure on it? Was he not feeling any pain? And they said he did feel good. So, and Nick Nurse said maybe in terms of whether he's going to play. And as soon as you see maybe, I mean, there's a pretty good chance he's going to try it out tonight, especially in the situation the Raptors are in. 2-0 back at the house. This is like that penultimate, you got to win this game or your season's over spot that all teams face when they're down 2-0 at home. So they need to show up here in this one. This is where we're going to find out if the Sixers can do what they did at home, specifically defense. Look, Toronto Raptors defensively or offensively got shut down. The first quarter was good for them the other night, and then it was a struggle for them after that. But here's where we find out: without Matisse Thybulle unable to make the trip to Toronto, unvaccinated or doesn't have the second shot, that's why he can't make the trip. This is where you're going to find out if that hurts the Sixers defense tonight in this game. I really like, the bet I like more than anything is team total for Toronto over 107.5. I think they get over that number. I think that's going to back home. I think you're going to see everybody play better offensively. Freddie, Pascal, OG is going to make shots. I think you can get Precious Achua has kind of disappeared offensively in Philly, but we know at home what he did against Philadelphia. We know at the house he's been able to jack up these big 3-point shots. And half the time, the one thing that bothers me about Achua is he misses so many putbacks around the rim, layups. I mean, he just throws the ball up there and hope it goes in. And so many times he's missing these chippies right around the rim. So, to me, I think he's going to bear down, be a little bit better. The fans, of course, are always loud in that building. They're going to have the Raptor fans outside Jurassic Park watching on the big screen as well. So it's an all-in type of spot for Toronto. I don't hate the trifecta, especially the first quarter for Toronto. Money line -1, or the first half around the same price, money line -1. I'll probably bet those as well. Not so much the full game. I think they'll win, but I like the early part of the game better. I really do like the team total, though, for the Raptors. I think without Thybulle, you're going to get all the role players shooting the ball better at home, which is typical of most teams in the playoffs. You're going to see the offense really, I think, have their best game of the series for the Raptors. So that over 107.5 with the Raptors team total, I do like that quite a bit. And it's gone up, by the way. 106 it opened to 107.5. So people have been betting that over, and I agree. Wham, what do you think here? Game 3, Sixers, Raptors.
Yeah, man. Is he going to play or not? That's kind of how I'm looking here. As far as the side, is Scotty going to be in the lineup or not? If he's in the lineup, it's going to make a big boost for their defense. He's another just long, athletic guy. If he's going to be injured out there, that's something to look at. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a good live spot. Last time I said that, I didn't think to take anything live because Toronto just looked bad from the stretch. So it didn't seem like you could back Toronto. So if you think about taking them now, obviously you're going to be getting the ass end of the line because right now taking them, there's pretty much at a pick 'em, you would think, right? It's not that much of a underdog spot for them at this point. So talk about this game with Jimmy yesterday, and he pretty much said that this could look like one of them trappy games that it should be Philadelphia spot, and obviously the Toronto Raptors play well even without the guy, because the role players, you think about the role players as well, like a lot of these guys that haven't been able to play. Gary Trent Jr., he's on the ill, but he should be in the lineup today. Is he going to show up today? I think he can be one of those candidates because he's been playing bad. That is the difference for this offense. But man, like, are they really not doing what they normally do on defense as far as turning over the ball? They're not being able to do that. These guys being able to still, play really good offense and not be really flunked here or have any pressure on them. So I think Toronto has to have that defense here in order for them to win. Am I going to see him in the lineup? I got to see the side here. So I like the Pascal Siakam though, over 24.5 points. I have something I haven't bet yet, but I think he plays up to get to that number. I know he didn't get it last game, but I think he bounced back today.
All right, like an Siakam here. Even though I like Toronto in the game, especially the first quarter, first half, probably a little smaller bet for me on the full game with the Raptors compared to the first quarter and the first half. Main bets for me are going to be first quarter, first half, and especially the team total on the Raptors. But there is one Philly prop I like, and you got to keep going to him, Maxey. I mean, the Raptors really haven't had much of an answer for him. And look, he didn't get the 38 points he got in game one, in game two, but he still got into the 20s, and his prop is still only at 18.5 tonight. The question is, you're on the road, you're in a raucous environment, more of a hostile environment. Is he still going to have that confidence? But I think more than anything, screw the confidence and where the game's being played. He's just got a matchup offensively that the Raptors have not had an answer for. And until I see the answer, I think at over 18.5 points with Tyrese Maxey, you've probably got to look in that direction, over or pass with that prop, in my opinion. What do you think here, Dutch? Sixers, Raptors?
Yeah, man. Hey, we missed Star Child's $5 dono, man. Muchly appreciated.
Oh,
my
sorry
guy.
about that.
I'm a little loaded. Yeah, man. I'm a little loaded. I missed that one, my guy. I seen you though.
Slow motion today.
Yeah,
well, no, we got our game
slow motion.
faces on. It's playoff time. We're focused. That's
I'm
what
slow
it
mo
is.
every motherfucking day, bro. But yeah, shout out to Kenny Rogers. I see you, my guy. JB Brown, Neil, Lucky Power, Steph Brasco, everybody in the chat, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about this game. I didn't bet this fucking game. I too many question marks for this game. So this, to me, is a motherfucking backwhip. Ski. You got action on this motherfucker, bro?
Man, what game we been talking about?
There you go.
The dinosaurs and motherfucking Sixers.
Yeah.
Okay, I was holding down the comments, man. I was trying to at least while Big Show wasn't here. Now I see why we need Big Show behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's my job.
Man.
Hold on. Yeah, there
we miss him Wednesday and Saturday. Come on, man. Come back to us, bro.
There we go.
In this game, I think I would go. I did go OG over 17.5 points. Whenever Scotty Barnes is not out there, look for him to have a good game. I think there's 6 games without him, and he's averaging closer to like 26 points. So I like his prop a lot. And Siakam, I like his points over, just like Wham said. Don't got to repeat any of that. And that's really the only ways I'm playing this game. I would think, it's life or death for Toronto. I really wish Scotty Barnes was out there. First half, I saw a comment from Alfonso Scott saying the first half and first quarter are a little bit like shifted towards the Toronto side. Yes, because they're down 0-2 at the house. It's desperation mode, and the books know it. Like, people cashed on that for so many years, they have to shade it, to make up for it. But I would be looking towards Toronto first half, probably -1. And but I didn't make that bet. So Siakam and OG are my bets for this game.
All right, Siakam and OG props for Skee with this one, Sixers and Raptors. All right, the final game for the Wednesday night slate. We've got the Chicago Bulls and the Milwaukee Bucks. We've got Milwaukee here currently. It looks like, let me just see here. 10-point home favorites, 225 the total in this game. Game 2 with these two teams. So what did I have the first game? See, I'm blanking out now. Yeah, Milwaukee. I had the trifecta with Milwaukee on Sunday. That's right. I had first quarter, first half, full game with Milwaukee. First quarter was fine. First half was fine. I don't know what that was for Milwaukee in the second half. The deer got caught in the headlights, apparently, in the second half in that game. Chicago made that big run to get right back into the. There was even a point where Chicago's like, they're threatening to win that game on Sunday night against the Bucks and come all the way back, but the Bucks ended up hanging on. I got to think there's a much better game in Milwaukee tonight than that first game, especially the second half. No, they played a good first half, but they didn't play good offensively. That's where my focus is going to be on this game. I think it's a much better offensive game tonight for the Milwaukee Bucks. When you look at the game one, Giannis had a quiet 27 points, and 16 rebounds. It wasn't, the dominant take over the game. Giannis Antetokounmpo in game one. Middleton only had 11 points in the game the other night. You can expect he can play a little bit better offensively. And I think you're going to see that here because I still don't trust Chicago defensively to match up with this team. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Good stuff, Elliot. Good stuff. On the flip side, though, Chicago, I mean, they only scored 86 points. If they have a strength on this team, it's offensively. And we, see that so many of their players struggle to shoot the basketball, including the two that they count on the most. Zach LaVine was only 6 of 19, 2 of 10 from three-point range, 18 points in game one. And DeMar DeRozan, who flat out said in the post-game press conference in game one, I ain't shooting 6 of 25 again. And that's what he was in game one. 6 of 25, didn't make a three-pointer, 18 points. It was a lackluster game from him. The bottom line is these two teams have so much room for improvement offensively tonight in this game. And I'm really targeting the total here. It was 229.5, 230 in game one. That's where this total was. And it's been knocked down to 225 because people are reacting to that 93-86 game that stayed way under in game one. And to me, you're going to see something totally different tonight. The pace isn't going anywhere. Milwaukee's going to push the basketball. Chicago's not a fast-paced team, but I don't trust them defensively. I think DeMar and LaVine are going to have a better offensive night. They're just too good offensive players to have that poor of a night, even against a good Milwaukee defense for a second straight game. Meanwhile, I think Giannis is going to be even better. I think Chris Middleton's going to be better shooting the ball. I think there's a lot of room for improvement for the Bucks offensively. So I like this game over 225. I like it. I actually bet it a couple days ago. I didn't even wait around to bet this. I liked it right away, and I still like it a lot. Over 225 here, Chicago, Milwaukee. Skee, what do you think here? Bulls and Bucks, game two.
I'm gonna go, or I went right with you over to 225. I just think it shifted a little bit too much here. Totals under 230 for the Bucks. Their last 11 of them, 9 of them have went over. So I just think in that first game, both teams were rusty. They both were off for like a week plus. It's hard to come back and play that first game and shoot effectively. I want to say, this is a game where they shot a combined 75 3-pointers. They only made 17 of them. Like, they're not going to shoot that bad again. And they're going to play up tempo. Giannis is going to get to the rim. I just see a lot of points in this game. And I should have saved it because and I wish I could give the person credit for who brought it up to me this morning, but they mentioned Budenholzer's game twos with the Bucks, and it's always been a blowout, or it was game twos at the house, or it was something like that. All of them were blowouts except for the game they lost. So all year long, I feel like when they win by margin, and you can't trust. I don't care that the Bulls covered that first game. I just feel like the Bucks are rusty, but you can't trust the Bulls versus good teams. Since December 4th, they haven't won one of them, and they've only covered 2 of them, and they lost by an average of 17.5 points per game. So give me the Bucks, give me the over, and meet you at the window.
There you go, Bucks, and just going right to the -10, Skee, with the Milwaukee Bucks here, and over 225 for the full game. I lean Bucks too. I just like the total a lot more. I really do. That total to me is a very solid play. Hopefully it plays out that way tonight. Dutch, what do you think here? Chicago, Milwaukee.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to our guy JPZ. Razor sharp picks. I see you, my dude. Yeah, man. Fuck, I forgot who just said it, but I think it was the I Need Money, man. Terrible matchup. It is an absolute terrible matchup for the fucking Chicago Bulls. We could touch on it. Someone else in the chat mentioned that LaVine's knee being worked on. Yeah, man. LaVine ain't right. He ain't been right since motherfucking All-Star break. Big shout out to our guy Kenny Rogers with the $5 dono. Muchly appreciated, my dude. I see you, cowboy. But yeah, man. I just think this is clearly a Bucks team. Everybody touched on it. Didn't really play that well. In game one, 40% from the field. They have in the four prior meetings versus these boys this season, they're shooting 54% from the field. So well under what they've done, not only for the season but against the Bulls. They have their way offensively. They only shot 26% from the three, 21 fucking turnovers. Can the Bucks take care of the basketball just a little bit better? You know, maybe it won't be such a fucking sweat. These motherfuckers don't turn it over 20 plus fucking times. Only 16 points from the bench as well. I think you're going to get a better effort. That it was led by Bobby Portis with 10 and 12 and 23 minutes. Maybe a little bit more Bobby Portis out there, you know, against his old team. Maybe he deserves a little more than 23 minutes. But I also believe Patrick Connaughton had a subpar game. Look for him to get back. You know, we've seen him have big games, especially in the playoffs as well. Really, the bench was just MIA. So outside of Bobby Portis, I expect the role players to have a lot better game at home. You know, and they've averaged in the 4 prior games to this, in the 5 meetings that the Bucks have played against these boys, they've allowed 98 points per game from Chicago. So I know you guys are expecting points here, and I do believe Milwaukee will fucking get whatever they want offensively on them. But this lineup that I see that the Bucks have out there with Matthews, with Holiday, with Middleton, with Lopez and Giannis, that's a big fucking lineup, bro. They're long, they're lanky, and the Bulls just don't have fucking shooters. Outside of Zach LaVine, anybody can fucking shoot. I mean, really, let anybody fucking just shoot. I guess maybe not Russo, you know. I mean, goddamn. And this guy, what a fucking defense, all-world defense now. We played defense for third quarter. But, yeah, man, that's another story. But, yeah, let that motherfucker shoot, too. Let them all shoot because the Bulls, they ain't really got shooters. But this defense from Milwaukee, I believe it's the real deal. With Matthews at the 2, little light as a 2 on the offensive end, but, man, they can play some fucking defense. Long, lanky, and they will lock down these boys. I like team total under 107.5 for the Chicago Bulls, and I'm all over the -9.5. Available right now at BetMGM -115. I do believe this game will be get out of hand, but give me the 9.5, man. I like it. Fear the motherfucking deer early and often, but I'm going full game after last night. Nothing but full game for me, man.
All right, -9.5.
And we missed a $4 dono. I didn't see the name, but yeah, we had another dono.
No something.
Yeah, know something, my guy. Much love.
There we go. This for you. I don't need eye drops. I'm good. Thanks.
With the 420 dono.
Yeah, they need the dono. Exactly. 420. Happy 420. Those of you out there. So smoke them if you got them. That's what it's all about here. We appreciate everybody joining us here. All right, Wham. What are you liking here? Bulls and Bucks.
Man, I forgot I didn't even get to say nothing. Y'all said everything I got written down, bro. I like the Bucks first half. Just keep it short, brief, man. Fear the deer, bro. I think they just, like you said, Skee, that they continue to, you know, play down on competition as far as the Bulls. Shout out to Jay Peasy with the $20 dono. Hey, man, you one of our favorite guys too, Jay Peasy. You already know, bro. Happy 420 to you, man. Hope you get yourself, bro, relaxed and safe out there.
Salute.
And yeah, man. So I'm on the Bucks first half -5.5, and I agree with my guy Dutch as well. Patrick Connaughton, I think he has 6 attempts from 3. We're gonna go over 1.5, man, at +102, bro. Patrick Connaughton, y'all know he was killing the playoffs last year. We're gonna go back to the well, see if we can start something good here. Patrick Connaughton over 1.5 3 points. At one,
absolutely.
Yeah, keep the spammer. Block that spammer. Shout out to Razor in the chat.
Come on,
I got it down now. Hey, I got it.
Running the comments here. I got it now. I'm like, who's doing that?
Razor on the
Hey, shout out to Razor though. Hey, but yeah, man, I agree with everything my guy said though. Yep. So I think it's gonna be an interesting game that we're all gonna be dialed in on.
Yeah, let's go. Let's call it right now. Final score to make everybody happy because Dutch does have the Bulls team total under. How about a 123-106 Milwaukee win tonight? Everybody's happy.
Yeah, you trying to have me sweat like a motherfucker, huh?
No, yeah, a little sweat for Dutch, but he gets his under. But I get my over 225. Everybody's happy. 123-106. That's a beautiful thing. I should say. Yeah, 123-106.
Yeah. As long as these Celtics give me a double-digit win, so I don't got to sweat all motherfucking day long. You know, it'll be all right. But no, I'll take that one, man. I'll take that.
Good stuff. And before we get to best bets, Jay Peasy in the chat, $20 dono. That train is off and running. Thank you very much, Jay Peasy, $20 dono. He's a regular every single day in our chat on the NBA Pub Hub. We appreciate it very much. Thank you for the dono, $20. Appreciate it, my man. Thank you very much.
Somebody get that guy a t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no doubt. We got to get him something. This guy's donating. He's donating his life savings to Pub Sports Radio. We got to help him out right now. JPZ, we appreciate it very much. Thank you, my friend. All right, awesome show. That's the Wednesday card. We got best bets. We got Dutch's freshest look coming up. Southtown 101, when you're in San Antonio, Texas, stop in. Great food, drinks, live music, DJs, karaoke, Manscaped, promo code PubSports, 20% off. Lawnmower 4.0, any Manscaped product, 20% off with promo code PubSports. And MyBookie.ag, promo code PubSports. NBA playoffs, we got NHL winding down, and then their playoffs in a couple weeks. MLB Daily, UFC, USFL, and more. Sign up for an account, Bitcoin accepted currency for your deposit. MyBookie.ag, promo code PubSports. Let's calm down with the Phoenix Suns narrative that they're done without Devin Booker. They could still get past the Pelicanos without Devin Booker, but obviously you'd want to have him back for second round and beyond. I think it's just one of those. It's going to be day to day. You hope it's sooner rather than later, but it's just we can't all of a sudden say the Suns are in massive trouble. They can overcome this, but obviously they're going to need him deeper in the playoffs. There's no question about that. But unfortunate. You hate to see that. And hopefully it's not anything severe for Devin Booker after that injury last night against the Pelicans. That series now tied 1-1. All right, best bets, Dutch's freshest look. Wham, let's start with you. What do you like for best bet?
Yeah, man, fair to dare, man. We're going to go with the Bucks first half, -5.5. I think you get -118 right now. That's the official best bet for me. Go Bucks, bro.
All right, Milwaukee Bucks for Wham with best bet. All right, Dutch, freshest look.
Yeah, man. Fresh look. We're going right to Milwaukee. We're going to stay right there with my man Wham Bam. And Chicago, man, they about to get bullied. Believe it. Fear the motherfucking deer. I'm laying the 9.5. That's good money.
Milwaukee -9.5. Best freshest look for Dutch on this Wednesday. All right, Skee, best bet.
Yeah, I hope. I'm trying to. I didn't hear what Wham said, but I know Dutch took my best bet. So I'm gonna try to give you something a little different. I'm gonna go OG over 17.5 points. For mine.
All right, OG Anunoby over 17.5 points for the Raptors in a must-win spot for them against Philadelphia for best bet. There you go, razor sharp, $4.99 dono. Skee, a better producer than the Lakers are at basketball. That is true. Already Skee has done better in his job than the Lakers did at any point this year at their job. So you're 1,000% right, razor sharp. Couldn't have said it better. Couldn't have been more truthful. And facts. Couldn't be spitting greater facts than that. Skee's better producer already than the Lakers were at basketball at any point this year. So simple as that.
You didn't get my fucking intro down, though. LEV wanted my intro, man. I'm sorry, bro. Big Show ain't hearing no intro, man. That's the way it go.
Hey, Big Show's underrated part of this program. We feel his absence when he's not here. We're just trying to pick up the pieces and keep the train on the track.
Holding it together with tape.
Yeah. Holding it together with duct tape and glue. That's exactly it. That's what we're trying to do here on the Pub Hub. All right, my best bet, and it is a clear best bet. This is not even close to me. This was easily going to be my best bet tonight. Chicago, Milwaukee over 225. I like it quite a bit. I already bet it a couple days ago. Big time low scoring game. Nobody's shot to the percentages that they are accustomed to. Both teams, I think, have a much better offensive night, and I think we see it on full display tonight. Bulls, Bucks, over 225 for my best bet for this Wednesday NBA card. And that'll wrap up this edition of the NBA Pub Hub. Another great show in the books. Thanks to everyone for joining us. Hit the like button on the way out. We appreciate it very much. For Skee Profit, Dutch Boy Fresh, Trot, Wham. I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great Wednesday night. Enjoy the games and good luck. Cash some tickets, and we'll be back tomorrow on Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, with another edition of the NBA Pub Hub right here on Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't feel right unless I touched on this, though. We ain't even hit 100 likes yet now. Come on, I know it's 420. I know y'all motherfuckers stay lazy, but run that motherfucking like button up real quick. Like, yeah, man. You know where it's at, Pub Sports Radio. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Yo, salute to the real ones. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.